We are going live any minute now. We are going live any minute now. We are going live. We are live now. Yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, we are live. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Liz and Scats channel. We're live. It's Wednesday. It's 8 p.m. as usual GMT, and we are here. Oh.
There's some discord going on in the it's Halloween again.
La 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 la.
I did an extra loud one this time to make up for all the ones that I've missed.
Good. So.
Hello everyone.
Yes, it's wonderful to be here.
Happy New Year.
Oh, and Ashley's here. Hello, Ashley.
Hello, Ashley.
Good. Yes, if you have anything to say to us or just a wave, then go to the chat on that side of the screen, and you can join us. Ask us questions. Yeah. Good. So, as you can tell, or as you might not be able to tell, I've had my head shaved. Just in time for the coldest night for many years in Ireland.
Indeed.
So that's wonderful. So
-7 tonight.
-7 tonight. So I might do this for part of it. Look like some kind of Jedi Knight, I think. Yes, there I am now. Some kind of hippie Jedi Knight, at least. So this week, hello. You can't see me with all that.
Obi-Wan Scats Obi.
Yes.
Marvellous.
May the farce be with you.
Indeed.
So this week we are doing, and especially for Stella actually, because she requested it last week, we are going to do a section on maintaining weight on keto and fasting. And we're also going to do a section on getting back on track after the holidays feasting.
Yeah.
And we also have a prelude to the very special announcement, which we've been talking about for months now, and we talked about it last week, and we said we're going to announce it very soon. Now, we're not quite going to announce it tonight, but we're going to tell you a little bit more about it, and we're also going to be dropping a few hints along the way in between now and when we do a live stream in between the two live streams. So I think we're going to go live at the weekend, maybe on Saturday. Shall we do it Saturday?
Yeah.
Let's do it on Saturday. We'll announce it anyway on the channel, so you'll get the exact time. And if you haven't subscribed, then subscribe now and you'll get a notification. Okay.
And it would be lovely to have you on board.
It will, yes, because it's very exciting times, and it's a whole
it's
a whole new adventure.
Yeah.
So
we posted a photograph on Facebook earlier on of a package that arrived.
Yes.
We're saying, guess what it is, and everybody's coming up with these weird and wonderful things. Somebody said it's a drum kit.
Oh no, I didn't see that one.
Yeah, somebody said it's a drum kit.
It's not a drum kit.
Somebody also said it's an egg cup. The largest egg cup in the universe for ostrich eggs, I think, or dinosaur eggs. Yeah, so we've had many different suggestions, but it's kind of a little. It's a mundane. It's lots of mundane objects, but they mean a lot to us.
Yes, that's huge. The first hint. There you go. That's a good clue. So
I'll put that on the Facebook as well. So, yeah.
Jolly good. So the first thing we're going to talk about, as I said, is the maintenance. Now, back in October, I made a video called "The Truth About What Happens When You Hit Your Target Weight," and so what I think we'll do tonight is just sum up what I said in that, because I remember the transition from weight loss to maintaining was really, really weird.
It's hard.
It was, and we'll add something about what we've learned from our experience since then, I think.
I've yet to reach my target weight, I hasten to add, so...
I reached it and then I went back up over Christmas and New Year, and gradually, sort of over the month of December, I put on between 7 and 10 pounds, but we've been on a fast. I just broke my fast today, my 3-day fast. And I dropped down about 4 pounds. Some of that will go back on, as it always does during a fast, as those of you who've listened to our fasting videos will know.
Get a bit of bounce back.
Yes, there's always a bounce back, which sounds lovely. Bouncy, a bit of Tigger.
But that's only right, because the weight that you lose on a fast is too much. So, in effect, what you should do is put some weight back on again. And it's all about the health benefits of the fast rather than just losing the weight. If you're doing it for losing weight, then you're not doing it for the right reasons, really.
So, maintaining, well, that means maintaining means you actually lose those goals that you had, those definite goals which you'd been aiming for all of that time, and that's what comes as a shock.
You've won.
Because you've won. So what are you aiming for?
It's over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
so it is. It's like an ending.
Because the aim is now staying alive, isn't it?
Yeah.
And that's not really it's not like a thing that you can aim for to go up to or down to or anything. It's just staying the same. You're already there.
Yeah.
People need goals.
That's it. So this is one of the issues that you get with maintaining, is that it is very difficult. And, you've worked and strived and worked so hard, especially scats, and to get to where you wanted to be, and then suddenly nothing. That's it. It's over. There's still the odd person who doesn't recognise you in the street, because we don't see many people at the moment. So that's still quite nice. You get that little bolstering that somebody's noticed you've lost the weight. But it's not very often, is it?
No. I mean, it's been a kind of a steady stream, but that's just because of the lockdown.
Yeah.
So generally speaking, when you're not in lockdown and this happens, then you'll get this big kind of honeymoon experience, if you like, of everybody going, wow, look at you, and then that'll die off, just like the honeymoon period does after a wedding.
But also, you see, if we hadn't been in this situation, in the COVID situation, then people would have seen you more often.
Yeah.
Whilst you would have been out and about.
Exactly.
And people may not really have noticed as much, because they might have seen you more often. So it wouldn't have been like, we haven't seen him for ages, and then suddenly 6 months later, boom, there he is, 5 stone lighter.
Mind you,
it would have been like slow. I
could have worn a t-shirt with a picture of me before. Just gone like that. Just flashed the t-shirt.
Yeah. So of course you see, it's like when somebody hasn't seen your child for a long time, and they go, what? You've grown so much. And then you're just like, has he really? It's like, if you're there all the time, it's like you don't really notice it, do you? So it's a different thing.
It is, yeah. So I said people need goals. I mean, something you could do is maybe set yourself an exercise challenge.
Yeah.
Some kind of challenge that means you're going to run a marathon or something. That's quite extreme. Or you're gonna cycle the Ring of Kerry, which is something you can do around here. It's a 100 and something kilometre, or even 200 and something kilometre.
Yes. Sorry, I'm just
big
reading
round trip.
the comments.
You're reading the comments.
Ashley just said that she finds the hardest part was that they call it maintaining, when actually you kind of fluctuate up and down, and I agree with that too. You don't often stay at the same weight, and it's
like you're going in and out of a diet, isn't it?
Yeah, so it is actually but I think the thing is that you're kind of working out your own level, because everybody's different, and so it's like it's so difficult. But to say one thing works for maintaining, but like you were saying, like we were just saying, I think the goals are really important, and that really does help. When you're actually trying to maintain, because I think you need to start looking for new things to do, but something that can also help you maintain your weight. For example, something that you might not have been able to do when you were overweight, like you just said, like a big cycle, or climbing a mountain, or running, or something like that, because when you're overweight like that, you can't run. It's not good for you to run when you're very heavy, and so things like that. So there's lots of things that you could do, or just get ripped, man.
Get ripped,
or something like, I don't know.
I've got weights down here that every time I
don't know, whatever works for you, or you could.
I've got these 3 calories. They're not that heavy. Look, do that with them, but they're good for doing some exercises, and they're good for overhead.
And the thing is that it just helps you to keep moving, and
I'm not going to get ripped with these.
No, I know, but I mean the thing is I was just kidding, really. But it's like that's the thing. It's like you have to just keep moving forward, and you have to find a way to keep yourself moving forward, I think, and that's really important. And
it's easy to think that maintaining weight can be really easy, because, well, how hard can it be after you've lost so much weight?
No, it's not.
And that's because, it's difficult when you reach the target. As I said, there's a honeymoon period of celebration, and you feel really brilliant. Why is that?
Because
It's all right. It's just the computer.
The computer fans
fan is
suddenly
making a noise.
started going. I was like, oh, somebody's boiling a kettle in here.
It's maybe because of the radiator.
Oh, right, yeah. So the reason why it's difficult to maintain is because if you've kind of just had a nice, slow, steady go down towards your weight, I've been all over the place, but, you know, the majority of people just get to where they need to be fairly easily. Your body has something called a set point.
Oh, yeah.
And this is Dr. Ekberg. We love him. He's fabulous. Dr. Sten Ekberg. Please watch his channel. He's fantastic. Big shout out to him. And he is one of the main reasons that we got going on this lifestyle, and he's the reason we stay here as well, because he's fantastic. We're always dipping into his videos. He was saying about set point, which basically means that your body has got used to being a certain size. And what you have to do is get your body used to being a different size now, because otherwise it's a bit like an elastic band, we used to say. So you just get an elastic band and you pull it and you pull it and you pull it. And then eventually, if you let go, it just goes ping back to where it was before. So this is the thing. You get to this point where you think that you've lost all that weight, but all you have to do is revert back to what you were eating before, and you're going to be right back to where you were. It's as simple as that, or even worse.
Because it springs elasticy.
We found
that's the right word for it, isn't it?
Yeah, we found that. So what you need to do is to get your body used to it. So you've stretched out this elastic band. So what you need to do is stay there, and eventually it becomes the elastic bands become its natural form again, like your body becomes its natural form, and this is where your body knows, okay, this is where I need to be right now. So that's what happens.
There you go. So it can also be really exhausting losing weight, as I'm sure you know if you've done it, and that can the point when you reach that lovely point where your elastic has reset itself and you're maintaining, that can coincide with a really difficult time of year like winter or a birthday or a holiday. And those bring with them temptation. With me, it was the middle of October, and that's the time that it usually starts getting colder here, and I start getting some problems with my ankles if I don't get out walking. I might be out walking a bit less, and I just generally slow down. And there's seasonal affective disorder, which if you watch the videos that happened in the mid to late October, they were about seasonal affective disorder because that's what was going on with me.
We felt rough this year.
Yeah. It has been a tough one, yeah. It coincided with...
Well, I think it was just everything else as well, wasn't it? I mean, it was trying to get Oscar through his exams, get him into university, the whole lockdown thing, the not working thing, and the death of your dad, and so many other things happening all this year, or last year, sorry, I keep saying this year.
Yeah, it's last year now.
Yeah. So, it was a difficult year for everybody, for different reasons, and it just got to us, didn't it?
Yeah, and we made Christmas work. I mean, Christmas was lovely. If you watch the live streams over Christmas, we
had a whale of a time.
We have a whale of a time.
It was great.
But at the same time, I was tempted to make chocolates and biscuits and all those kind of things, and try and do something special. And of course, that was reminding me, as somebody who's been a sugar addict and probably still is a sugar addict, but no longer touching it, that those things were there, and it meant that I was eating more. My portion sizes got bigger.
They did. Our Christmas Day was like a little mountain of food.
Although I think I restrained myself a bit this Christmas. Normally, it was a real mountain.
Yeah.
And normally I would eat a really big breakfast, but I didn't have much of a breakfast
plate
at all. I didn't have any breakfast at all, did I?
No,
I just had a few bits of chocolate.
No, I had scrambled eggs with smoked salmon, which was fantastic. It was really, really nice. But we'd both had a rough night on Christmas Eve, not because we drank too much alcohol at all, which is unusual, but it was because we watched Polar Express, and I decided to make some hot chocolate, and I made this hot chocolate
full of caffeine,
cream, and loads of dark chocolate. And then we drank that between us, and then I was awake all night. Yeah. And my resting heart rate, went up to 120 beats per minute at one point. 126 was the fastest, because I was sitting there thinking, I'm having a heart attack. But thankfully I wasn't. And so it's like, can't do caffeine anymore, really.
No, when you give up caffeine, then the slightest bit.
So, and I think it was a
sends
kind
you
of
wonky.
it was kind of an accumulation, because we'd been eating the rumbles and the various bits and bobs.
Oh,
The
yeah.
rumbles were fantastic, but maybe just half of one in future, or tiny rumbles.
Yeah.
We'll have small rumbles rather than large ones.
Or maybe I'll just avoid them altogether.
Well, yeah,
maybe,
maybe.
yes. Or
Yeah.
just once a year, just for a few days.
Well, that's
Yeah.
what we did, but you know.
But it's like giving an alcoholic just one small glass of whiskey once a year.
Yeah.
You
Mind
can't
you,
do
I
it.
don't miss it, because I think that thing that happened to me on New Year's Eve in the night was enough to put me off now forever. It's a bit like never doing that again.
So the last point on maintenance, I think,
Sorry.
is that's all right. You know, it's all good chatter,
Yeah.
banter, blarney, what do they call it in Ireland?
Blarney.
The crack. So maintenance is a really personal thing. It's we are all very, very different, and we have different. You know, for people who are on ketosis, that happens at different levels of carb intake. You know, we've stayed below 20 grams of carbs, and that's been the level that we've been happy at. And we know we've lost weight on that. Now, for maintenance, where do you switch to? Where do you go up to? Because some people can go into ketosis at 30, 40 or even 50 grams of carbs.
Well, and also I'm doing something different now as well. I'm doing a feast, what they call a feast day, once a week. I mean, it's not really a feast. It's just that I up my intake of carbs to about 100 grams on a Sunday, or for me it was Christmas Day and New Year's Day that I did that. But so I'm actually eating root vegetables a bit more often, and some more carbohydrates. I'm not like eating bread and stuff like that. I'll have a potato with my dinner, for example, a small potato, or I'll eat some root vegetables, or I'll have some fruit, because you can only really eat berries and stuff. So I mean, that's a different thing.
You might be able
for
to
me.
have some beans every now and then.
Yeah, I'm thinking of beans soon.
Not baked beans though, because they're full of sugar.
Oh no, not them. No, I was thinking
But
more
nice
of
beans.
making a cassoulet or something. Would be nice with some chickpeas in, or just having some hummus. I really miss hummus.
Yeah,
That's
hummus
got
is really nice.
loads of carbs in. But you see, it's because I'm perimenopausal and I need extra carbohydrates for hormone production. So
that's proving my point. Everybody is very different.
Everyone's
and
different.
it depends on your exercise, it depends on your genetic makeup,
Yeah.
it depends on the stress, your lifestyle.
Yeah.
So getting your macros adjusted is trial and error. I mean, you keep your percentages of macros right, but I'm talking about the amounts of macros.
Yeah.
The amounts of,
So just
volume of
finding
food.
your the goal could be finding your happy balance, your happy medium, as it were. That could be what your goal could be.
So experiment over a period of
yeah.
weeks, and like Ashley said, it's about your weight is going to fluctuate. Mine fluctuated. I think my target weight was 147, I think, and I went down to 145 at one point, and then I went up to 149 at the highest point, and then
147 is 10.5 stone. For those of you who want to know, it's just our scales measure in pounds only, or kilos, and that's it. So
yeah, and we've got them set to pounds.
Yeah,
so
my target weight is also 147, but I haven't got below 150 yet. So I'm currently around about 157, I think, at the minute.
And I'm up to 151 now. Where I was up to 155 at one point.
Well, I got up to 162 this holiday, so I'm very, very happy that I'm back down to 157 now. I did a 2-day fast this week,
so we're not punishing ourselves because of it, and we're not really that far off.
And you know what? We did really, really well, and we talked about Christmas a lot. Especially we do a lot of talking when we're walking, about how we're going to do things and what we're going to do and what we're doing for the channel, and this was one of the things that came up, wasn't it, quite a lot, was what the hell are we going to do at Christmas, because we wanted to carry on. We got worried about what was going to happen, but actually I think we did quite well, really. And even if the same thing happens next year, I'm not going to be too upset, because actually it's not that bad a thing to have happened. We just ate a bit too much, and I know now that we shouldn't eat the chocolatey stuff, and
I'm sure next year will be different.
It's fine. Yeah.
Things are going to be different next year.
Things are going to be very different next year.
But you'll know about that when we
can't
announce
tell
it
you.
on Saturday.
Yeah.
So let's talk about resetting yourself after your holiday season. If you have completely fallen off the wagon and you just came out of ketosis, then here's some hints for you. So it's not quite like starting over again from the beginning. Unless you've just put completely all of the weight back on, but that would be a tremendous thing to do.
Unless you are, for example, one of our American cousins and our American viewers, welcome. A lot of people find that they slip out of ketosis. I was watching another channel called the Keto Twins, who we love, Sarah and we love you, and they were both talking about how they let it go on Thanksgiving. So that's the end of November, and they have, some people have said that they've got, they start at Thanksgiving and then they go all the way through to New Year, and they have not been eating keto, or I don't know if they or somebody said that they hadn't been. So that in that case, if you've been out of ketosis and eating a lot of carbs for over a month, you will have to start again, because you will no longer be fat adapted. If, however, you have remained fat adapted and kind of in and out of ketosis for the majority of Christmas time and over the holidays, and you've only slipped out for a day or 2 days at a time, it's going to be fine. You'll be back in no problem really quickly. Sorry.
Okay, that's all right.
I just wanted to clarify that. That's
good. So there's going to be different levels when we tell you all of these different points that we'll go through. There's going to be different levels. So for some people it's going to be like starting over, and some people it's just check how you would normally start over to sort of remind yourself. So for some people it's going to be just lowering your carb intake back to what your macros were when you were in keto before. Go below 20 grams if it was us, and go back to your macros. But for other people, you might have to do that gradually. If you're eating the complex carbs, the high sugar carbs, then you'll have to lower them gradually and do what you would in the first place, rather than just go straight for ketosis. Although some people would do a long fast, a day fast, and get back into ketosis fairly quickly, but there's debate about that.
Yeah, I mean, if you're already fat adapted, in other words, if you've only kind of slipped for a couple of days and you've been eating a lot of carbs, and provided you didn't eat stacks of carbs, and even if you did, I don't think there'd be too much of an issue, because the fat adaptation doesn't actually just disappear overnight. You are actually able to do it fairly quickly, and you can switch fairly quickly like I do when I'm doing my metabolic switching. But if that is the case and you've only had a couple of days, then you'd be back into ketosis within about 16 hours of a fast. So you're kind of okay. If not, it'll take you probably about 20 hours to get back into ketosis of fasting. So that's not really that
Or you could do it over the sort of longer term, and if you've completely come out of ketosis, then it might take you 3 or 4 days to get back into it with a normal routine, and you might go through that keto flu thing as you're just about to go into ketosis.
It probably won't be as bad as it was before, though, at the first time.
But if you need advice on that, we have videos. If you look back over the channel, we've just rearranged our videos into different sections, different playlists. So the keto and fasting and weight loss one is the biggest. We've got over 70 videos in that one. So if you can't find the video that you need, then just leave a comment below and we will find it for you and send you the link. We'll hunt it out, because I know where they all are. Yeah,
keto flu and what to do is the top 5 tips or something, I think.
We've got 2 keto flu ones.
There's a couple of keto flu ones. So
So basically check your macros. Also check the recipes that you were eating before, just to remind yourself, so that you're not stuck in these carby recipes that you went into at the holiday season. Just remind yourself. It's all about reminding yourself where you were and what you did and how good you felt. Set yourself a new start date, and use up all of the Christmas food, the New Year food, the holiday food, the stuff that you're not going to eat once you're back once you're back in the wagon. And reset your self-care routine as well.
Yeah.
all of your...
Looking after yourself. We've now got self-care playlists. So, and this is because we wanted to do the holistic approach. For those of you who weren't watching last week, we've decided to sort of do the holistic approach to it because Ashley's just mentioned that it's actually a state of mind, and it's more mental. Losing weight is more emotional and mental health, and we think that meditation and yoga, looking after yourself, other self-care things like doing some exercise, or just, I don't know, having a bath, having a long hot soak, or a lovely hot shower, just taking time for yourself wherever you can, within your life. I know people's lives are very different, and you've got different things and different responsibilities, but just taking a minute, even if it's just reading a book for 15 minutes that you really want to read.
One of your hobbies.
Yeah, something like that.
Time with your friends if you can. Yeah. Obviously, this is something we can only do online.
Zoom your friends or phone your friends, and find a support network as well.
Play some music with people.
Yeah.
Paint your nails, plait your beard.
Oh, I don't know. Yeah, all these things.
I can't, mine's not long enough.
All these things that make you laugh and things that make you happy. Or it might be just watching something daft on the telly that you love.
Have a bath.
Yeah, well,
really nice bath.
That's what we were saying. Bath. Long hot bath.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, and you could also do the measuring and weighing yourself thing and take a photo at the point you are now, just to remind yourself and to compare later, and compare it with the pictures that you had while you were there before. And don't punish yourself if you look bigger than you were.
Just think of where you're going to be in a few months' time.
You've got targets again. It's not like maintaining weight. It's easy again. You know how well you did. You know how much weight you lost, and you can do it again.
Yeah. Absolutely, without a doubt. So yes, fasting's always a good one as well, and do make sure that you are eating whole and nutritious organic food wherever you can. And the wonderful thing about keto diet is that you don't eat as much, so that you can actually afford to splash out on a little bit more expensive food like the grass-fed food. We're so lucky. Our fabulous butchers in the town here, everything is from Kerry and everything is grass fed, so it's wonderful, it's great. So be gentle with yourself. Again, as Liz said on one of her videos, especially if you're a woman, as you tend to go up and down, like Ashley has said, you go up and down a lot more than men do. I mean, I hit my goal weight and I found it fairly easy to maintain, but even when I was coming down in weight, it was very regular. We've got an app on the phone that works with our sets of scales, and you can see from the graph that my graph is a lot more steady. There's kind of a bit of that going on, but basically it was very steady. But Liz's has hit some. There's been some peaks and some troughs and more peaks. Mine looks like the moon scene from Wallace and Gromit, A Grand Day Out. It's kind of like this, the little machine that ends up skiing on the little thing. Oh my god!
Yes.
Yeah, mine looks just dreadful if you look at it. However, the reason why women have more issues with losing weight is because we have a hell of a lot of hormonal issues going on every single month. And until those are balanced out, you will find that at certain times of the month, whether it be when you're ovulating or whether it's when you're menstruating, you will put some weight back on again. And sometimes it's water weight and sometimes it's just, Oh, that's Lucy.
So, hello, Lucy.
Hello, my darling.
So your weight has crept up a bit since losing only weight, and I need to get back on it. Yes. Oh yes, you need a kitchen.
Do you have a kitchen?
Yes, you've been redoing the kitchen.
Your kitchen looks fab, darling. I saw it on Facebook. It looks wonderful. So yeah,
it's massive. It's that sloping roof. It makes it look
huge.
like.
It looks like something out of Love It or List It, doesn't it? That's what it looks
like.
Oh yeah. We're seeing it in real time. It's fabulous.
Or some kind of spaceship.
Inside
of a.
Yeah, it's fabulous.
It's TARDIS-like.
Great stuff.
Yeah. So we were talking about water.
Yeah.
You just mentioned water. That really helps with the hunger when you're going back into ketosis, or especially when you're doing fasting. And it also helps clean the body out and supplies the kidneys and livers with.
Yeah, if you've had any extra KRAP whilst you've been on your holidays, then it's just time to flush it all out. And I have noticed that I've needed, as soon as I've kind of gone back into fat adaptation, as soon as I'm back in ketosis again, I know immediately that when I am back in ketosis, because I need to drink more and more and more and more, and I just become really dehydrated. I get a headache and I just need to drink loads. And the reason is when you're in ketosis, your kidneys go into overdrive.
Yeah.
And you are absolutely peeing like a racehorse. And
every evening when I start fasting, we're watching things on Netflix, and I had to at the end of every episode, I had to go to the bathroom.
Need a wee. Yeah. So
and
but
it's always just in the evening. That's obviously when my kidneys are doing all the work.
But this is all part of it, and it's just a side effect of ketosis is that your kidneys will suddenly start working really, really well, and you need to keep drinking lots and lots of water. And I don't mean lots of soda and stuff. I mean water or herbal tea, not coffee and teas, but yeah.
So, and one other point you made in one of your videos, well, if you've lost the will to cook keto and you've eaten carbs as a result, then it's time to start bulk cooking. So it's easy to make a batch of meals in one go so that you don't feel like it's a chore. Yeah,
somebody who was actually, I mean, this is a bit different at the moment. Most of us in Europe are in proper full-on lockdown again. So it's quite everybody's kind of at home most of the time anyway. But if you are, once we all go back to working and things like this again, it's really good to just sort of like on Sunday we'll go, okay, let's batch cook a load of stuff. Maybe 2 or 3 different things, and then it just makes it so much easier for yourself, doesn't it? And somebody mentioned it, and it was just like it just blew up. This whole video just blew up on YouTube, and it was really kind of interesting. Batch cooking. We might have to do a video.
Yeah. We've not done many food videos.
No, we haven't, because it's very difficult.
Set up the kitchen right for.
Yeah, I know, and my kitchen's normally a mess. So
and a lot of people, when they're doing these cooking keto foods, there's a camera above, and we've got our cooker is set. The hob is in.
It's in a unit, so we can't, with an extractor fan above it, so we can't put anything above it.
Yeah. So we'll find a way of doing it anyway.
We'll work it out.
What we need is a cooker on an island in the middle, but no.
We do. Well, maybe we could just get a new gas bottle and use the
camping thing.
The camping stove, because a lot of people do that. They have a little thing on an island.
Yeah.
A little hot plate that they cook things on, especially if it's a one pot wonder.
We do.
Yeah.
So next point, we've said don't go for a run or do high intensity interval training. This is if you're on keto and or fasting.
Yeah.
Because this will actually stimulate glucose burning and may lead to more hunger than before. Now, obviously, if somebody like Lucy goes running, I know,
and she's not in ketosis either.
But she's not in ketosis, so yes, you can go for a run, Lucy. That's fine.
But
get back into that,
keto,
but be careful of the ice on the streets.
Yeah.
Whoop.
But if you are in ketosis then and you've put weight on and you suddenly start going for high intensity interval training or to do running, then so that can actually lead to, if you're getting out of breath whilst you're doing your exercise, then you will actually be using more glucose, and of course the more glucose you use, the more you need, and actually that stimulates hunger.
Yeah, and it stimulates insulin as well.
We do actually make.
That's not good.
We do actually make. No, I know. We do actually make glucose ourselves, even if we didn't eat any carbohydrates. We do actually make glucose because any excess protein that we eat gets changed in the liver. Through a thing called glycolysis. I don't know. Any biochemists, please remind me.
Yeah, right.
It's glycogen anyway that's in the glycine that's in the liver, and so that actually makes glucose for us, because we do still need glucose to a certain degree, but it's just not as an efficient a fuel as ketones.
No, so slow, steady walk. Not really, really slow. I mean, just a gentle pace walk. Walk for an hour and get the body moving, the metabolism going. That's the good way, and that will actually burn the fat more and better. And this way, you'll not only burn up the excess calories you've consumed, but you won't shock the body back into searching for glucose.
We've all got the time at the moment as well.
We have.
So,
and most people think that a day of exercise is the best thing, but actually, it's best to walk and or rest. And especially if you're on a longer fast, like I've been. We didn't go for a walk today because I was on my third day of my fast, and it's just not the right thing to do.
I mean, you can go for about half an hour, but that's hardly worth going out the door for at the moment, is it really? So
I'd be like Mr. Soft going along the road like this.
He was very mellow
very,
today.
very mellow.
Yeah.
Plenty of serotonin going in.
Oh, and the GABA kicks in.
Yeah. And even the people that we watch on YouTube channels who are very, kind of muscle-bound people who do keto and fasting, they love it. They say, when you're fasting like that, or when you're on ketosis, you don't want to be doing the normal pumping. One of the guys was saying, I cut it down to about 20 minutes of high intensity.
Yeah,
but mind you, but he does it for several hours a day.
Yeah, he's a guy who's in the gym for 3 hours a day, and you can tell. So
that's covered that one. If you have any questions, any more questions?
Yeah.
Lucy's using a camping stove. Yay.
Anybody, want to ask us what we're doing, or what are you doing?
What are you doing? Tell us what you're doing.
What's the matter with you?
Yeah.
Why are you doing that, you crazy woman? Yeah, so, anything you want to know, just ask. We're happy to help.
Indeed we are. And we'll come to the big announcement on Saturday, and we'll do a build-up to it. And we'll drop some more hints over the next few days. So what time on Saturday should we do this? We don't want to do it too late in the evening, do we?
No, I think...
So should we do it in the afternoon?
I think sort of afternoon, maybe 2 o'clock in the afternoon or something.
2 o'clock in the afternoon?
Although I don't know whether I can wait that long.
No. Let's provisionally say 2 o'clock on Saturday afternoon.
I'm so excited.
That's GMT.
Yeah.
Of course.
So excited. Of course, our family already know.
If you're watching in America, then you're 5 hours behind.
Yeah, so or
9 o'clock
at least,
in the morning.
At the very least.
You can always watch it afterwards.
Yeah, it'll be fine.
There we go.
Our family already know what this is, so it's like, sorry, family, you know what's going on, but
yes,
we've now informed the necessary people, so we're able to
release
the information,
announce it to the world, and it'll have some big changes about what we're doing with the channel and the lifestyle. Yeah. Anyway, so. A few little bonuses for you. We have meditation videos that Liz did and I did the music for on our channel. Look for those. They're under the self-care playlist, and they're easy to find because they've got big numbers. There's one which is all of the meditations, all 7, and they're also numbered individually 1 to 7 if you just want to do each one. They're it's one for each of the chakras.
Yeah.
So, but you don't. If you don't know anything about chakras, you can just use them anyway.
It doesn't matter because
even
they're
if
all
you just play the music and relax.
It's all about just relaxing, and it's fine.
Yes.
Yeah.
There's also Liz's yoga videos.
Yeah, every month now. I did a December one and a January one, and the January one is now out. So if you want that, basically what happens is I send you an email with a link in it, and then you can download that link onto your laptop or your computer and do the class as many times as you want, forever and ever. Amen.
Yes.
And it is €25 a month if you're interested, and that basically means that you can just keep the video, and that's it.
Yeah.
So,
and of course, if you need any advice over the time when you've got the videos while you're doing them, then Liz is always here on the end of a.
I'm always here. Not going anywhere.
Not going anywhere. Every week you could ask us on the live stream, or you could email us. We have scattervlog@gmail.com, which I think is down in the comments or something, or in the description.
I think it's in the description. I don't know, but it's scattervlog anyway. We'll put it in the description for this video anyway later on. So
there's also the New Year plan, which is all about getting back into weight loss.
Yeah,
and of course we have T-shirts and merchandise. Ting. I'm going to design some Ting merchandise with the logo and the Ting on them, and I'm looking forward to that. I'm going to. Oh, there we go. Scattervlog@gmail.com. There it is. And the Patreon page. Let's put up the address for that because we have. Ding. There we go.
Yeah. That means the Patreon site is for people who want to support us on our journey through life, and basically you donate a small amount of money each month, and at the very least you get an email each month and a couple of other things like a discount on our merchandise and things like that. So everything up to us writing a song for you, a personalised song. So there's all sorts of things. It's good.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, we've swapped sides on the screen.
Oh, we have. That's because I've put the address
That was
up and it
strange.
switched the camera back
I wonder
round
if
the
it
right
did
way.
that on the. Wonder if it did that on there as well.
No, it won't do it. It's just the way that we're looking at it on here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we've every live stream we've done so far, we've been looking at the video in the same way that you're seeing it. So I was over that side and Liz was over this side. So and you put your hand that way and it went the other way. So, but I found the way of flipping it horizontally now. Anyway, that doesn't mean anything to you because you're looking at it exactly the same as it was before.
It did switch on there actually.
Did it? Oh, really? That's confused you, hasn't it? Anyway. I hope the Patreon address was the right way around. But
it was.
It was.
I was looking
Good.
at it on the screen because I just checked to see if it was all right.
So we're going to do a song to finish. This is a song.
Scats is going to do a song. I'm just going to sit here.
Yes. Have you got your sunshine?
I have.
Yeah. There we go. This is a song I did on. That's nice.
It's a shame it's not in tune, really.
Yes, it's not in that key, so don't play that. Yeah, this is a song I wrote for Liz. And I think I did it on one of my albums that was only released in a minor sort of way. I just printed out copies for anyone who wanted to buy it.
If anybody wants any of Scats's albums, any music or anything like that. Yeah, Lucy said it swapped you through me. Sorry, love.
Brilliant. I'll have to do that again.
Just
let's find a way of just keeping it going. Keep swapping.
If anybody wants to buy any of our music, then please just ask in the comments below and we can sort it out.
Brilliant.
We have many albums.
I'm playing left-handed. I'm not really playing left-handed. Anyway, let's get on with the song. We'll finish with this. And thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Thank you for commenting. And I've got my glasses on because I haven't sung this one for so long because I haven't done any gigs.
Mm-hmm.
There we go. Anyway, enjoy. In the strongest daylight, the darkest shadows fall, and I wouldn't have it any other way. So when the clouds are gathering, or whether there's weather at all, every day, come what may, you are my sunshine. Oh, you are my sunshine. Oh, so bring on your sunshine. Oh, bring on your sunshine. Oh, oh, oh. We can talk and talk again until time's away, and I wouldn't have it any other way. So take good cheer, my darling, and gather the time while you may. In the dark, I'm your spark, but you are my sunshine. Oh, you are my sunshine. Oh, so bring on your sunshine. Oh, bring on your sunshine. Oh, lovely. And there it is. Bring on your sunshine. The album's a tenner, if anyone wants it.
Blatant plug there. Brilliant.
Yeah.
Lovely.
We can work out a way of downloading it. I think I can put it on SoundCloud or Bandcamp or something like that. I don't know. I think I'm on SoundCloud. but I'm not sure if that
I'm
song
on
is on
SoundCloud.
there. Yeah. So,
My album's on SoundCloud if you want to hear it. 2 of them. 3 of them, actually. Yeah.
good stuff. So, that's all for today. We will see you on the Saturday live stream.
Join us on Saturday.
Yes, 2 p.m. Saturday. Set your alarm. We'll set it up in the morning, so if you are a subscriber, that's the word. If you're a subscriber,
Which we totally forgot who you are now.
it's getting late. I do a song and it just wipes me out. No. So be a subscriber and set yourself a notification. We'll set it up on Saturday morning and you'll get a notification through, and then you can just click on go and it'll be ready to
Or
stream
just
away.
watch it later
Yeah.
as well when you're
Anyway,
ready.
it's all going to be very exciting. And that's it then.
Take care.
Peas and fluff, peace and love. And we will see you soon. Keep watching the
next
videos.
time.
Bye for now.
Bye-bye.